Guys, let's just do a quick recap of what we've done this week, because there's actually quite a lot been done, and you know, it's easy to forget things after you've just gone through them one by one. But a recap's always a good idea, in my opinion, because it can just jolt your memory, and you know, some other things will come up as I'm talking about it as well. As we get into week 3, I've got some things in there that are really good. They will give you some aha moments, even for experienced marketers. I'm going to show you some things that I don't hear anybody talking about at all. Okay, I'm not saying that to blow my own trumpet. I just know nobody's talking about some of this stuff, and what we will do there, hopefully, is going to set you up as far as the site structure, how we're doing anchor text backlinks and stuff like that. I will make you look at it in a slightly different way, but in a very obvious way as well. Okay, but anyway, let's just take a look at what we did. So basically, we did a recap of week 1, and we looked at how we use hello text and onlywire and ping.fm so we can get instant backlinks automatically. We did some basic geo-targeting backlinks to the site so that I could get some UK specific. Now, that if you're in the US, there's no problem to do you know, US directories, and you know what, in the US as well, you've even got a bigger advantage, because once you start to go into the sort of state, when you know, go into, like, say, Texas or Florida, whatever, you've got a whole bunch of associations in there as well. So your geo-targeting is potentially much better and easier to impact than what I'm doing here in the UK, for example. So I would suggest you look into that, and definitely, you know, you can use Fiverr as well for to get guys who are using Scrapebox, who will scrape a bunch of forums for you with your keyword, and that is geo-targeted. You can do that kind of thing as well, and we will look into doing that a bit later, but probably not until about week 4 or week 5. Because right now we're just building the structure of the site, we're getting the initial backlinks, getting the initial rankings and things like that, but we will take it up a notch from the week after next week. So after week 3, then we start to do some serious backlinking, and we start to do some serious strategies, thinking about doing blog networks and stuff like that. And you know, when we're creating content, it's all about doing quality content, but we want to do it as cheaply as possible. And at the end of week 2, you've learned how to do that. Now, I've got another couple of videos that I've recorded that are not showing on here right now. Deanna's just uploading them for me, and we cover a little bit more about the site structure and getting more articles ordered as well. If it's not going to be in this week, it's going to be at the beginning of next week. I think that she feels it's just too much for people to go through here, but really good content to come, whether it's at the end of week 2 or the beginning of week 3. And well, you've learned now basically how to do really good high quality videos, which were not hard to do, very easy to do. I just swiped the content from other people and got someone else to do it. I'm still waiting for those to come back, and we'll probably take a look at those in week 3 when we do a sort of recap again, just on the results that we're getting from Fiverr. And you know, once you've got these kind of videos done, and once you've got these YouTube channels set up and stuff like that, we're starting to build our own little network in its own way that we can use again and again. We just got to be sensible how we use it, and we'll cover that as we keep moving forward. Okay, we got some real page rank links as well. I did have to go and reorder from somebody else because the first guy couldn't do it, but that's all going to be in your spreadsheets anyway. And PVA accounts from YouTube hasn't been done yet, but it should turn up. If not, I'll find someone else. Give you ideas about how to find PLR, really cheap PLR, and also really cheap article writing as well. So we did cover quite a bit this week as far as, you know, what we did last week and starting to add content, and we've gone beyond that as well into looking at the site structure as well. Now, I think I will leave it to week 3 to show you exactly what I've done with that site structure. I'm not trying to do that to make you stay another week. It's just that I want to put the content in its right context in the right weeks, because otherwise it's too diverse in week 2 otherwise. And once we start into week 3 and you see how I've structured the site, because I've done that now, I've put all my categories in, I've got subcategories, and when you see how I've done that and how I'm going after another bunch of articles I'm getting done. I've got 21 articles getting done for $70, for example, 500 word articles, and you're going to see how I put that together. And there's some tips in there that you really don't want to miss, and it will make a lot of sense when you see it as well. You would just think to yourself, Okay, that makes sense. It's one of those aha moments, and every time I even tell experienced marketers this kind of thing, you know, I get the same reaction. So nobody's talking about it, and you know, it's not that difficult. It's just common sense. Everything with SEO to me is just common sense. And then when we get into going for the bigger backlinks and bigger numbers of backlinks, really it is just a numbers game. There's all these kind of clever tools out there that can help you do various things, but you know, essentially it's just a numbers game once you've done that, and once you've gone after those. But there are specific things that we need to do to make sure that we're protecting our money site, and there's specific things that we need to do as well, to make sure we don't do it too early when we're not ready for it. Okay, so one of those things is to get content on the site and just keep adding content every day. So we need to set it up so that we are drip feeding content in there. Okay, so that's it for week 2. There will be another 2 videos here that appear, and it's not showing right now, but you know, I hope you're starting to see the value of this. You're watching a live campaign of a business being built, and you know, things might go wrong. Who cares? I don't really care, because the amount of value being put in here is really good anyway. And if something does go wrong with search engine rankings, so if we get de-indexed or anything like that, I'm still going to carry on, because I will pull it back. But I'm hoping that's not going to happen. And at the end of the course, we will do something about what to do with Google if Google penalizes you and stuff like that too. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you on next week's videos. Thanks, bye.